Hello. Jumping straight into it because I'm already short on time. I think the muffle's not really working for me. Okay, that's better. Okay, for some reason that didn't work. Hold on. The annoying thing is that my drawing tablet is right in front of my audio interface. And I haven't really figured out a better solution for it yet. But anyway, I'm just going to sketch. a second. I'm trying to remember where the... Oh, what do you call it? The mirror tool is. No, I'm gonna have to Google it. I've since forgotten how to use it. Oh, here we go. I knew it was in front of me. Bloody hell. 2 seconds. I don't know why I just randomly started choking. Hello, Slavo. Oh. And who are you calling senior? Anyway, been a while, man. Hope you've been well. I'm struggling to draw. Senor. Oh well, I can. I didn't see that. How am I anyway? I'm pretty good. Tad tired today. And running late, but overall pretty good. I'm currently trying to draw HK-47 from Star Wars. Because I dived into some lore videos recently. It's also made me stumble upon the some clips of Kreia from the second KOTOR game. I forgot how compelling her voice is. The dialogue. Love a good Star Wars droid. And this one is my favorite droid. Badass assassin droid with a dark sense of humor. Now how the f you there we go. Ah, right. Okay, now I know what I'm missing. I knew I was missing some. Platypus. I'm afraid I don't see it. Maybe if I draw a fedora, then maybe. So glad to be finally finished with A-levels. Nice. I did not envy school. I did not miss school. I did not envy you. But hey, at least you're done. Congratulations on surviving. I'm looking at reference material at the moment and it's not the clearest. Probably should have just dragged both of these away from the edge. I wasn't expecting to do the full body. Yeah, his neck is not particularly clear, but I think I see enough of it. Plenty of fan-made images and toys and whatever. I'm just trying to get a close look. Okay, that gives me an idea of how big his neck is. Yeah, his neck is actually stuck behind his, what would you call this, faceplate? While we're on topic of one of the Star Wars droids, have you watched Andor? I have not. I've not actually watched a lot of the Star Wars TV show such. Not seen The Mandalorian. I've not seen any of the sequels. Rogue One, any of the spin-off stuff. No. I'm very much out of the loop. I think the only semi-recent thing I watched / consumed was the first Jedi Survivor game. And they're one of the few ones that I think is actually good watch. I've heard good things about Andor. Better than Mandalorian and the prequel to Rogue One. Ooh. I heard Rogue One's pretty good. That being said, I did remember hearing that there was a HK unit in the Ahsoka series, or one of the episodes with Ahsoka in it. Very, very different. Not like our lovable HK here. Is that the Cal Kestis one? Yes. There's the two games. I played the first one. I'm going to play the second one on stream at some point, but I want to get my models sorted, which should hopefully be materializing in the near future. His shoulders are really close to his head. I think I played a bit of it, but never finished. I finished the entire thing on stream. How many streams did it take? 3 or 4? Bought the first one as part of a bundle with Battlefront 2 and Squadrons. Oh dear, did you buy the remastered Battlefront 2? Or was that the newer... oh no, you must have got like the classic one. Excellent choice. I'm being too cautious with my brush strokes. I should just go ham for it. Classic, Battlefront 2, Star Wars Squadrons, Jedi Survivor. All three so happily uninstalled in my Steam library. I played Squadrons on stream. What was my opinion of it? I think it was alright, but it's not really a game I was interested in getting back into. I played the campaign, had no interest in other stuff. I guess I got some enjoyment out of it, but... What was the other one you said? Okay, like classic Battlefront, loved it. Doesn't play well with my machine, but it's something I can play. But I do think its age is very apparent when I play it. I'm trying to remember. Survivor was the first game. Fallen Order was the second. If I recall correctly. I was actually thinking of playing the Knights of the Old Republic games again. I figured if I'm going to, I might as well play them on stream. I already know the story, but it might be fun to play them once more. I already got all the achievements for the second game, and there's no achievements on the first one. I think I never finished Jedi Knight Survivor because around the time I discovered roguelikes. Fair enough. You answered the call. The call of adventure and procedural generation. Fallen Order, not Survivor. Okay, I can't remember which order. Let me double. I'm actually going to double check which one's which. I'm now getting confused. Okay, Jedi Fallen Order was the first game. Survivor was the second one. Okay, Fallen Order I've played. Survivor I've not. Also, I've just noticed that there's over twice the amount of gigabytes in the second game. I feel like I'm getting, we're hearing the call of some of the old retro games. One of the games I wanted to play, which I kind of bought, I bought it on impulse and I might play in the future, is the prototype games. Just massacre, blood and gore. I'm slightly upset because I have all this free time, but unfortunately the laptop I'm currently on somehow cannot install Steam because it's too old. Ow. I feel you. I have to use his laptop though because my Mac cracked when I had all my games on it, so that's a shame. Ah, that sounds painful. Sorry to hear about your games. Was there. currently I'm in the moment of creating a Star Wars D&D character, and it's going to be based off this model of the HK's models. The one thing I would like to do is potentially draw it, but to be honest, I don't expect it to look any good. Okay, I really should put this head in the center. Okay, if I move this drawing, will that logo with me? Oh, good, it does. One thing I'm still not used to when it comes to drawing is just trying to draw roughly and be okay with it looking like crap until it looks better. The audacity of Twitch giving me a massive fuck off banner asking me if I'm tired of ads right now. After dropping 2 minutes of them. Ooh, sorry to hear. Yeah, ads are not great. All I said for the last few minutes was just I'm working on a Star Wars D&D character. So basically D&D but in Star Wars, and it's going to be a HK assassin droid, but looking rather mangled. I would like to draw it, but I don't think I can. Even got a backstory for it, which I find quite interesting. Certain planet across the universe, I have no idea. It's set up with friends. It's set during the Clone Wars. There's other people involved. I've seen bits of their characters, but I don't know the details. I've yet to actually spec the character. I was planning to do it today, but I ran into some other problems. But it does seem feasible. I've also talked to the DM, and he's quite interested in the idea. He's even offered to give me a target that I can work in with my story. By the way, have you got 40 gifted from Valorant? What did I miss? I think there was a promotional thing if I play... It was a promotional thing when I got gifted subs from Lost. And Valorant gives me subs based on how many subs he gives me. You know, it's definitely not the fact that I'm a esports champion or anything like that. Not part of the legendary Scottish Valorant team, the Shaggers. Definitely not that, no. When you got gifted subs from Lost, do you understand how little that narrows it down? I only remember getting subs from someone, and it almost certainly was Lost. I mean, you can kind of see what the number he's given, so he's been very generous over a long period of time. I have no idea what I'm doing with it with this arm. The image I'm using, it doesn't have a great amount of clarity on it. Yeah, it's This was. I just realized I was designing this to have like sharp edges over here, And then I realized, well, that's because I'm looking at the original model from the KOTOR games where the polygons are really small, where there's very few polygons. I don't think it needs it. No, that's the wrong one. Oh, where did the image I was using go? So you've been basing your design off 2000D graphics. I just looked up HK47 on Brave, and I'm just looking at a bunch of images that pop up. And I'm just picking what comes up, and one of the images happens to be from one of the KOTOR games. I can tell you which one, but I'm guessing it's the first one, judging from the lighting on the background. I don't think I ever mentioned this before either, but when I used to play Star Wars The Old Republic, the MMO, and that game was my introduction to the whole Old Republic era before the movies and all that, so this was entirely new to me. You met HK on one of the flashpoints. I knew nothing about him, just that was my first introduction to him. Loved him from the start. Snarky and dark sense of humor, brilliant. Then I played Knights of the Old Republic because I heard it was good. Went in completely blind. Then when I was on Tatooine, I walked into a shop, and in the corner, lo and behold, guess who I found? I felt like a kid on Christmas Day. I was not expecting him to be there, but I knew, like, oh, I just looked at him and went, oh yes. Things have just gotten better, and playing that game and then following game made me realize just how much the Old Republic MMO did my boy dirty. Oh, the KOTOR games were his prime, and the MMO did nasty things to him. I played some Old Republic a while back, but the movement controls caused me significant pain. Could not continue. I mean, I don't remember much other than they were standard MMO, like World of Warcraft movement stuff. Other than the fact then your character could leap across distances. There's nothing I looked at that made me go, this is unusual. I got some enjoyment out of the game, but that was a long time ago. I don't remember what was wrong specifically, I just remember getting annoyed. No, thank you for hydrating. I also took a second one for myself. Yeah, I pre-ordered that game, so I got in early and I got the special black and yellow crystal. I know Sam plays it, but I've chosen not to go back to it. I already have a small, very small gaming compulsion when it comes to certain games. And MMOs are usually one of them. Yeah, my inability to get Steam has meant I spent the last hour trying to figure out how to use Linux. I definitely not emulate Pokemon games and randomize it. Fair. Never been much of a Pokemon person myself. I'm also not a big fan of Nintendo in general, so quite easy for me to say that. Glorified cockfighting simulator, basically, and at times overpriced trading cards, and kind of iffy-ish and pretty like dull-looking games. Maybe the mechanics make it more interesting, but on the surface, as someone who's not a big fan of Pokemon, looking at it, not the biggest, doesn't really draw me in. I don't support Nintendo either, but it would be out of my control if someone were to hypothetically emulate all Nintendo games so you can avoid paying for them. Yeah, until Nintendo comes around with a big giant hammer and a lawsuit. But yeah. For me, what did it though was what they did with Pal World. That kind of like did it for me. Because it was just spite at that point. You couldn't get them with copyright, so you had to do a workaround and get a patent which retroactively stops them from doing it. Was that the lawsuit? Yeah. It was actually the patent stuff. Because they're usually very quick to act on lawsuits and things, so they didn't go after them for copyright, which I'll actually come back to in a moment. But eventually, after some time, they filed a patent for the throwing ball mechanic, and basically said, "Oh, you can't do that." I don't even know how filing a patent after the fact applies retroactively. I don't even get how you could do that. I don't understand Japanese law, so maybe they can, but it doesn't seem right. Especially since this game never really impacted them. I remember though when Pal World first came out, Nintendo fanboys were constantly messaging them, telling them to, basically saying, hey, they're copying you and whatever and whatever. And they basically had to put out a statement that says, we're aware of this game, we are, quote, looking into it. Stop messaging us. So many fans deep-throating them, my god. I completely fucked up the proportion here and I don't know what I did. Oh, come on. Okay, how far down does it have to go? This is around the elbow area, which goes here. Nintendo are taking the piss though with the Switch 2. Oh yeah, I haven't even gotten onto that. Found to use pretty much exact same software as one. $80. It makes me sad that $80 are now being considered. I mean, for the Switch 2, like, get what you pay for, fine. Well, actually, I don't even know how much the Switch is anymore, so I don't know. But $80 for games that are limited to a console there. But I heard the story somewhere on the internet where you could transfer Switch 1 to Switch 2, switch your games over. Some guy lost like 1,000 hours worth of game time in the Switch. And maybe their games as well, I can't remember. But yeah, I don't like the fact that this is now being pushed. I miss the days where you can buy games for like 20 bucks. 20 or so bucks. I'm talking like decent, like more... I'm not talking like indie games either, like decent games. That's not what I mean. You know what I mean. Not the AAA's, I'm kind of fed up with the AAA pricing is what I mean. Don't mean to offend any indie devs here. Okay, that stretches down all the way back here. Yeah, I can't. I've never been a big fan of like spending stupid amounts of money on consoles that are so closed system. It's kind of what puts me off, like buying PlayStations. I can't justify the cost of buying a PlayStation 5 because there's no games bar one that I would play on it. And coincidentally enough, that game got ported over to Steam, so happy days for me. And even a PlayStation 4, you have to buy a subscription to use online features in games, which why? That's completely unnecessary. I'm slightly upset at the new Mario Kart as well. I mean, that's already a statement that works very well on its own in any context. It used to be on the case that even if you didn't have a Switch, someone bought their Switch and you could play Mario Kart together, it'd be similar level and still enjoy it. I guess you can't do that anymore. You both need a Switch. The skill ceiling of the new Mario Kart is so high that kind of takes the magic out. Alright, yeah. I've only played Mario Kart once, and that was at a friend's place. I was dog shit at it. Drifting's a lot harder than I thought it would be. If I go here, no. On the bright side, it's actually looking not bad. Now they've introduced wall riding, rail grinding, double jump, the works. Christ. Unless you know how to do that, you're at a disadvantage. Oh, I get it now. Because your friend has played with the Switch, they know these moves. Whereas if you jump in with them, they can do the moves you can't. Right, I'm with you. Yeah, I don't like that either. Yeah, I just hear constant complaints from them about Nintendo. For some reason, this is HK is looking rather hench, and I'm trying to figure out why. Give the power of Nintendo to Toby Fox or someone. Can't say I know who that is. Undertale and Deltarune creator. Ah. I mean, bigger budget doesn't necessarily mean better game. I'm trying to remember, was it Undertale or Deltarune? I suppose it's the same creator anyway. There was some indie game, it might have been one of those two, that apparently had like awful code. It just reminded me of that. Which, like with the dialogue for the game, went through a single switch statement with thousands of cases long. It was Undertale. Okay, I was right. Yeah, thousands of cases long, and it handles all the dialogue in the entire game. As a programmer by profession, that causes me physical pain. But hey, it works. It clearly works. The player's got no idea. Do what you got to do. I want to get back into game development. That took a back seat for a while. I was actually getting more used to playing with Godot, but I never really finished that off. What am I doing wrong here? Did you watch that YouTube video which effectively randomized the entirety of Undertale conversations? They all nonsensical because of how it was coded. I have not. I mean, if you're effectively randomizing the code, it will make any game nonsensical. Oh, for goodness sake, the music stopped. Yeah, I need to get a better music player. I'm using like iTunes to play music because it's just more convenient for me. But it keeps asking me if I have my fucking login every time. And it keeps popping up and stopping my music. I've actually started looking into, can I make my own custom music player? Like code it. Dead simple, just plays music from a library, has a few playlists. And I can actually fade a muffle in and out. So, for example, I've got this muffle right now. Actually, I can't really tell. But it's muffled now. Okay, yeah. This song in particular doesn't really show it. Actually, I'm gonna switch to a quick different track for a moment. Okay, unmuffled. Muffled. I just wanted something to play with so I can have music playing as normal during like the intermission and whatever. And then when I'm talking, I can muffle it. The problem is that the muffle's a bit too aggressive. And I also like the, I would also like it to fade in and out. I can do it. It's just, gonna take some time. I wonder, can I get away with doing this? Oh, bugger, no. It doesn't matter, I'm overthinking this. Oh, fuck off, Norton. Oh, I can't wait for it to expire. My dad had like a free, like a family pack of Norton subscriptions. They gave one to me. I don't recommend it. I was waiting for it to expire. It would have expired, but then it decided, oh, we're giving you a free 60 days. I could install it now, but to be honest, I don't have an excuse as to why I don't. Okay, I'm gonna have to let my imagination run with this one because I think the polygon count of this reference I'm looking at is not representative. I'm gonna head to bed, get ready for a day of absolutely nothing tomorrow. Complete mood. Alas, I have work tomorrow. And gym. Anyway, good night, man. Nice talking to you again, Slav. Have a good sleep. I don't think I'll be up too late as well. Hope HK turns out well. Looks great already. Thank you. It looks a lot better than when I started. Dealing with the rough shite is, with rough sketches is something I'm still trying to get my head around. Anyway, good night, man. Take care. I tend to overthink things when I tend to overthink things, period. but I want to try and just at least get something done. If I can finish this off, at least to a point, that would be great. I'm trying to work out what's going on with these hips. These hips may not lie, but they certainly don't tell the truth either. Okay. As far as I can tell, they're actually partially hollow. Well, not hollow, but there's actually an opening down here. The guitar in this song is making me think of when I was trying to learn to play my guitar. I don't know why, it just came to mind. Alas, I've had my guitar for an embarrassingly long amount of time, and I still can't play. Okay, that goes off the screen, so I don't have to worry past that point now. Unfortunately, I didn't really consider the hands. Never really notice much of anything when I look at HK's hands. Can't really find a good reference. Okay, this is probably the closest I'm gonna get. You get something that's hand-shaped, and that's about the most you're gonna get from me. Now, unfortunately, there's not much in the way of good references I can use. So I can't actually see what I'm doing with these inner fingers. Yeah, I think I accidentally gave him a much wider V-taper than should. Actually, I don't know. Proportion-wise, maybe just his legs look really small by comparison. I do think his ball joints here are too big. Okay, that's better. I know there's only 1 in 10. I'll erase that later. Hang on, I just noticed something. Could just be with this particular model, but his two arms actually look a bit different. And I'm wondering... what story is with that. Can't tell. There is definitely something a bit strange. Okay, to give you an idea, let me show this. Wait, hang on. This is the image I'm looking at the moment. There's... I was basing the design off this, of his left arm. But I'm noticing this, which I don't even know what that is. Like his, one of his arm guards have just disappeared. And it's been replaced, or potentially part of it's been removed. I didn't notice that until now. In any case, I'm not going to worry about it. I will say as a sketch, rough sketch for about an hour's work. Not bad. I could start coloring just for the sake of it, but that's going to take me longer. And I already know I'm not going to be on for much longer anyway, so I might just end it there. The stream's not as long as I'd like it to be. But I did get into this a bit late. So very, very short stream. We're going to quickly raid into Rajan. Again, very, very, very short stream. Next stream's on Saturday. What am I playing? Let me check. Oh, it was, I was going to log on to Dune briefly because I want to fly my chopper into the mouth of the Shai Halud. I'll explain why. Then afterwards, I'm going to play a game that caught my eye on Steam. I'm trying to remember what it was now. Let me find it. Called Art of the Machine. It's kind of like an early access machine uprising sort of game. You're an AI, you can choose to either be friendly with the humans or not. I like the concept. The game looks pretty good. I'll give it a shot. Anyway, have a good night, everyone. See you then. Hopefully next art stream will last a bit longer. Take care. Bye-bye.